Alright, you are welcome back again to Introductory Mathematical Analysis A. Alright, we are still in chapter 8. And this time around we are going to do some examples from 8.4. Alright, 8.4. Alright, let's go for example 1. 8.4 is about probability. In the previous video, we introduced you to 8.4. So let's go to example 1. Alright, this example is from a committee. Of 3 males, and 4 females. Okay, a subcommittee of 4. So we want to pick a subcommittee of 4 is to be randomly selected. So we want to find the probability. That it consists of 2 males and 2 females. Okay. All right. So in a committee of 3 males and 4 females, so we want to select a subcommittee of 2 males and 2 females. Okay. Selection. This is selection. So when we talk about selection, we are talking about combination. So we need to use combination for that. Okay. We want to select a committee of 4, of course. So the sample space, if we are selecting a subcommittee of 4, is combination. We are selecting a 4 committee of 4 out of that. All right. But how many is the total here? Is 7. So the sample space is this. But now the event of selecting 2 males and 2 females. Okay, this sample space, if we want to select 4 from 7, we don't mind the number of male or the number of female. That is sample space. But now this event of E will now be, we want to select 2 males from, how many males do we have? 3. So that is 3 combination 2. Okay. Then multiply by how many female do we have there? 4. So that will be 4 combination 2. Okay, so this event E will be given as this. So now our probability of E is just 3 combination 2 multiplied by 4 combination 2 all over 7 combination 4. Okay. All right. So if we simplify this is simply 3 factorial over 3 minus 2, 1 factorial, then 2 factorial. Multiplied by 4 factorial over 4 minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial, then 2 factorial. Over 7 factorial, then 4 minus 7 minus 4, 3 factorial, then 7. All right. So if you simplify this, you simply get 3 times 2 times 1. This is just 1. This is 2 times 1 multiplied by 4 times 3 times 2 factorial over this is 2 times 1 times 2 factorial. So this can cancel. These 2 cancel this 1 all over this 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 factorial. Leave it as the highest one. So this will now be 3 times 2 times 1 times 4 factorial also. So this cancel this. These 2. They cancel that one. So this 2 cancel this 2. Alright. So we're going to be having, this is 3 remaining here multiplied by, this is 2 times 3 up. That's all what we have up. This is 7 times 5. Everything finishes here. Okay, that's fine. So we go. So this will be 9. 9 times 18 over 35. Okay, that's what we have. Okay, please ensure you understand that. Okay, so that is example 1. Let's go to another example. So in another example, example 2. Example 2. Alright, say in 4,000 trials. 4,000 trials of an experiment. How many times should we expect? How many times should we expect event E to occur if probability of E is given as 0.125? Okay, now we want to find how many times should event E occur if the probability of E is given as this. Okay, don't forget, remember, recall that probability, if you say probability of E, it simply means the number of E over the number of the sample space, okay? Of the sample space. Alright, so what is the number of the sample space here? Is this one. Then we are given the probability. So if we use that formula, we are going to be having probability 0.125 equals to, we are looking for this one, that's what we don't know, but we know this number, which is 4,000. Alright, so now that number will be given as 4,000 multiplied by 0.125. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, so it's 125 multiplied by 4. Okay, what is the answer to that? This is 0, 2, this 8, 10, this 4, this 500. Okay, so the number of E is 500. All right, please take note of that. Okay, example 3. Example 3, let's just go up. Example 3 now. Example 3. Okay, in example 3, say if P of E equals to 1 over 4 and P of F is equals to 1 over 2 and P of E intercept F is equals to 1 over 8. Okay, we are given all that. And then we are asked to find a P of E complement. Okay, that is the first thing we are asked to find. P of E is given as this, all right? So, and P of F is given as this. Now we are asked to find P of E complement. P of E complement. So how do we go about that? All right. So you see, from there we have this is 1 over 4 and this is E complement. So how do we go about that? To go about that, we have that is simply I mentioned in the previous video, please make sure that you go through the previous video, that when we have to find the complement of E is just 1 minus this of E. Alright, please ensure that you go through that. Okay, so that would be 1 minus 1 over 4, which would be 4 over 4 minus 1 over 4, which is 3 over 4. Okay. Alright, so that is the probability of E complement. Of course, if you want to find probability of F complement also, let's find probability of F complement. So B, find the probability of F complement. Okay, that also will be 1 minus probability of F, which is 1 minus probability of F, 1 minus half, which is half also. Okay, alright, that's fine. Now want to find another one to find is to find the C of that probability of E in your F. To find the probability of this, we use this formula minus intercept F. Okay, that is you need to use the formula to find that. Okay, this one is 1 over 8, 1 over 4, 1 over 2. Okay, let's go. So this becomes 1 over 4 minus or plus 1 over 2 minus 1 over 8. Okay, so we have this one is 4, so I can have a 4. This 1 plus, this is a 2, 2 minus 1 over 8. This gives us 3 over 4 minus 1 over 8. Okay, so now I need another one, 8. This is 2, this is 6 minus 1. Okay, this is 5 over 8. Okay, that is the answer for that one. So please ensure that you understand what we have done so far. Okay, thank you.